Peace and blessings, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. So the clip you're seeing now might look a bit familiar, and that's because it's from video number 70, which is my Welcome to Beta video. In that video, I shared with you all a clip from one of the dinners that I made during Ramadan. Some of you wanted to know how I made that, so guess what? Today I am sharing that with you. Throughout the video, I'm just chatting, talking to you, telling you what I'm doing, what I'm thinking, so it's a very relaxed recipe video. So go ahead and grab your pen and your pad and get ready to take notes. I hope you enjoy it. I'm cooking the lamb today. Now this is gonna look really kind of yucky right now, but let me tell y'all what's going on here. Underneath this are my lamb chops. There's one. I have the lamb chops spread out all over the bottom of the pan, and then on top I have some purple onion. You can see that. So I normally use sweet yellow onion, but today I'm using all purple onion, and then I have some red potatoes chopped up in here with the skin left on. And then I have a tomato base. I don't have any tomato paste or tomato sauce, so I did find in the refrigerator some like pasta sauce, which is simply tomato sauce just with some seasonings in there. So I use that, and then I have a little bit of ketchup here to create my tomato base, and then there's tahini. So this is going to be tomato tahini lamb chops, and then we're going to have this on top of some couscous with some salad on the side. So when this is finished, y'all, it's going to look really, really nice. All I'm going to do here is mix it all up, and then I am going to put some seasonings on here and a little bit of coconut oil, just regular seasonings, salt, pepper. I think today I'm going to use, I was trying to decide if I'm going to use thyme or oregano, but I think I'm going to do oregano today. So salt, pepper, oregano, probably some garlic, a little bit of paprika, maybe some cumin, and that might be about it. Like I said, when this cooks, oh yeah, and I forgot to tell y'all, there is some water down here because the water is going to, you see it, the water is going to mix in with the tahini and my tomato base, and y'all, it's going to be so good. And then I have me some fresh tomatoes over here. When this is probably 15 to 20 minutes away from being done, I'm going to cut up maybe 1 to 2 tomatoes. I'll be able to taste it at that time. Right now I'm fasting, so I can't taste it, but at that time I'll taste it and see if I need 1 or 2 tomatoes, and I'm going to put some fresh tomatoes on there. I'm not putting the tomatoes right now because I don't want my tomatoes to become all smushy, gushy, whatever. I want them to still look like tomatoes when we actually eat this. And I don't know, we might not be eating this tonight. It depends on how our appetite is, but even if we eat it tomorrow, at least it'll already be done. So I will show you guys what this looks like when it's done. I just pulled it out of the oven, took off the foil, stirred it up, and tasted it. And I was like, I need to record this because it is a success. Oh my goodness, y'all. Okay, so let me try to give you a close-up. The darker pieces that you see is the seasonings, mainly the oregano, and then this creamy chunkiness, that's mainly the tahini, and then of course it's mixed with my tomato base. Y'all, it is so good. Like, I'm not even much lying. If something is nasty, if I cook something that don't taste right, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all that it don't taste right. And you can see my lamb chops up in here. So let me give you the rundown. The only thing that I would do differently, well, that I can still do right now, is actually put a little bit more salt. That's what is missing. My other seasonings are on point, but considering that I was fasting when I started cooking this and could not taste it, I did very, very well. So it's better to have less salt than too much, because it's hard to take salt out, but it's very easy to add more. So I'm very happy with it. Just have to add a little bit more salt. And the only thing that, well, the only other two things that I did not do, I didn't add any coconut oil, mainly because it slipped my mind, but then by the time I looked at it and saw the oil that the meat had made, which is what you see here, I was like, okay, I don't need any extra oil. The meat already did the job. So I didn't need to add any coconut oil. And then I also didn't cut up my tomatoes. I can still do that, but I'm not really sure if I'm going to. What I would really like to do, and I might do this for tomorrow, because my best guess is that we might actually be eating this tomorrow. So what I might do is just stop at the store and get a can of tomato paste. I would make it just a tad bit more tomatoey. We like the taste of tomatoes a lot, but I would make it more tomatoey with the tomato paste and not necessarily with tomatoes. So you know, if you make this, just go on your own taste buds. It's really good the way it is, just needs a little bit more salt. And then I might still cut up a few of these, I don't know, just for the sake of thoroughness, and put a few diced tomatoes over the top. So after tasting it again, I decided to go ahead and add some tomatoes. So I chopped these up, and I'm just gonna sprinkle those on top. And then if we do eat it tonight, I'll have to warm it up again. It's hot right now, but we'll probably be eating in about an hour, maybe 2 hours. So once I warm it up again, then the tomatoes will be just right, because I don't want them to be all, you know, smushy, overcooked. So just gonna sprinkle those on top, mix them around, and then when I warm it up again, they should be perfect. Look at those pretty little lamb chops. So I'm just getting those tomatoes in there. Especially since I don't have the tomato paste that I want, I was like, yeah, might as well go ahead and add the tomatoes. Y'all, this is, oh. I'm so happy with this. Oh my gosh. I wish they had like a taste and smell option on these videos. Y'all be like, yes, Layvon, yes, girl, you did that. Oh my goodness. Gonna be perfect on top of some couscous, y'all. And of course, if you make it, you can put it over rice. You can use fufu, you can use bread, potatoes, even though there's already potatoes in here. Oh yeah, and the potatoes are lovely, y'all. They cooked perfectly. I put them in there raw, not pre-cooked. So perfect, perfect, perfect. And oh, I didn't tell y'all, I cooked them at about maybe 350, 375-ish, 350 to be safe. For I didn't even much pay attention to exactly how much time. I just came in here and checked it, and I was like, okay, it's done. So I don't know, 350 for an hour, 350 for an hour and 30 minutes. Yeah, let's say 350 for an hour and 30 minutes. But of course, play around with that, and in about an hour, check it and see if it's done or not. If not, put it back in for another 30 minutes. If it's still not done, then do another 15 to 30 minutes. It'll all just depend. So there you go. Is my couscous. Boom, bam, and pow. And this is what I used. Whole grain wheat couscous with garlic and olive oil. And all I did was put that in there, put the seasoning, and then I put a little bit of coconut oil to make sure that it doesn't stick together. And then what I like to do with my couscous is add some feta cheese with it. So this feta cheese is tomato and basil. Okay, y'all, and here is the final product. I just mix I mix the feta with the couscous after it's on the plate. I don't mix it when it's in the pot. In the pot, I leave it plain, just in case I feel like eating it plain. And then here is my lamb chop. Just have one lamb chop. And my sauce. And y'all see the tomatoes? That's how I wanted them. I didn't want them to be overcooked. Potatoes. I'm trying to grab an onion. There we go. Some onion, the lamb chop, the sauce. So yes. Look at those onions. Let me show you. Look. That's how I wanted them to be. Y'all, I'm so excited. This is my first crock pot meal. And I'm so excited. Look at those tomatoes, more onions. Look at that. Now the only thing that I probably would do different if I make this again is to put more diced tomatoes and a little bit less tomato sauce, because with the cooking of the turkey, as you can see, it became a little bit more watery, and this is not a problem if you like that consistency.